you're now going through a period of time in which you're rebuilding and you're refocusing and realigning based on what you were shown during that 18-month period where the South Node was in Scorpio, and which you had to let go of a lot, release a lot. It could be emotions, thoughts, fears, feelings. It could be friends that you needed to let go of, traumatic experience that you needed to let go of. This is StarLink guidance. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. For those of you that are already subscribed, welcome back. It has been a long time. I've been in the process of moving and changing job roles, which has been very, very busy summer period. But I am now settled. I am back to deliver these readings. Just to let you know, I will no longer be delivering the astro forecast in my reads. I'll be focusing on intuitive reads. I haven't abandoned astrology. I'm just going to be doing something a little bit different with the astrology. And I will update you as and when things are confirmed. Yeah. So I'm just cleansing the energy before I begin to read for Scorpio placements for the month of October. I hope that you are well, Scorpio. I hope that you have had an amazing summer, and it's almost your season. We're coming close to Scorpio season in a couple of months. If you are a Scorpio rising and Scorpio is your first house, that means that Libra will be your 12th house and your 11th house will be Virgo. So I would imagine that there may have been some changes within career or within positions or within money, but we'll see what comes out in the reading. I'm going to begin first with spirit guide messages. I'm going to use the Work Your Life Oracle deck to deliver those messages for you. I feel like something flipped over as I was shuffling. Nope. Just going to give it a shuffle. Messages for Scorpio. We have awakening. We have priestess. Oh, this is beautiful. Boundaries. Base of the deck, we have Starseed, what lights you up. Those of you that are actually paying attention and looking at this reading at this moment, you are somebody who is deeply spiritual. You have psychic or intuitive abilities. You may even have mediumship abilities. You may be somebody that visualizes quite a lot. So you might be quite active in a dream state. You may get a lot of really vivid dreams. You may sometimes see apparitions. You are somebody that communicates with the other side. You have always been someone who's been able to communicate for the other side. And I feel like you naturally are able to see the depth of someone's soul. So I feel that with this starseed message being at the base of the deck, on what lights you up, this is about doing the things that you really are naturally gifted at, and the things that you are drawn to, and the things that give you joy and pleasure. Because sometimes what you're able to see with your intuitive gift isn't always the nicer side of the human soul or the human psyche. So you need to have more of a balance around what it is that you do. So you do more of the things that are joyful, happy and pleasurable to help raise your vibration. What I'm also seeing as well is you're going through a spiritual awakening at the moment. You may have gone through some shifts. These shifts could be a shift in friendships. I really do feel like this shift is a shift in what you're focusing on, though. This is more of an internal awakening rather than an external one. So it's your consciousness that's been elevated. You're becoming a lot more aware of your environments, your surroundings, and of people and how people feel. You're really going through a period of time in which you are starting to download a lot more light codes, and these light codes are starting to be integrated into the fabric of who you are to raise your vibration and raise your consciousness. You're at a point where your psychic abilities are so heightened and in tune right now. You're stepping into the energy of the priestess. So the priestess within tarot represents the archetype of the high priest, or the female high priest. So this is an intuitive guide. This is somebody that knows about the spiritual realm. This is somebody who is extremely psychic, very intuitive, and has the ability to be able to use her psychic abilities to guide others. This is irrespective of gender. You can be a priestess and be a male. It's really about the energy. So it says here, how are you being called to step up and lead? Now, this is about you going through a period in which you've been given this gift as a starseed. You are here, you've already awoken, but you're also here to help others to awaken, because you would have agreed to this before you incarnated. And now you're being asked to use that intuitive or psychic gift that you have in order to support or help others to go through a period of awakening, and for them to be able to wake up to more self-actualization of who they are and why they are here. So this is what I feel like you're being told to do at this particular time, or this is what you're actually experiencing, that your guides are actually talking about. You may be going through a period of time, and again, this feels like a very similar sort of message to Capricorn and Sagittarius respectively, who I've just read for. There may be a need for you to limit access to you at this time, whilst you're going through your awakening, and also whilst you are actually receiving these energetic upgrades. It may be that you need to be spending more of a period of time in isolation and saying no to a lot more socializing, simply because of the fact that you're becoming a lot more sensitive to the energy that's around you. So it does mean that because you're becoming more sensitive to it, there's going to be environments that you're not going to want to be around a lot of people. You may want to spend more time around smaller groups of people or in isolation. This could also talk about the fact that you may be taking on too much responsibility, and you may need to scale some of the responsibility that you're taking on back in order to put more time, energy and effort into yourself. There is a need for a lot more self-care and nurturing at this time. Part of your self-care is to actually have better boundaries, because you're actually going through a period in which you are aligning to your highest timeline. I feel like because Scorpios have gone through such a turbulent transformation over the last few years, and it's only really changed within the last year. So I'd say 2023, it sort of shifted. You're now going through a period of time in which you're rebuilding and you're refocusing and realigning based on what you were shown during that 18-month period where the South Node was in Scorpio, and which you had to let go of a lot, release a lot. It could be emotions, thoughts, fears, feelings. It could be friends that you needed to let go of, traumatic experience that you needed to let go of, debts that you needed to let go of, whatever that happened to be that you needed to release. You went through a big period of release. So now you're being prepared for what it is that you should be doing during this season. And this is about you really, really becoming a guide and a light, a beacon of light for people around you, because nobody knows how to transmute energy better than a Scorpio. You're the one sign that knows how to actually accept not only the good, but also accept the darker side of our human life and our human experience, and understand how to process that and how to release it so it no longer becomes an emotional burden on you. So this is what you're being called to do in this season, and this is absolutely beautiful. I am going to pause here. I'm going to pull some cards. I think I'm going to pull some tarot. Actually, let me start off with the Moonology. Okay, what's the message for Scorpio, please, for October? What's the most important message for Scorpio for October? One card, please. Thank you. At the base of the deck, we've got, I can't remember who that came out for, balance spirituality with practicality, full moon in Pisces. I think that could have been Capricorn. At the base of the deck, we've got Balsamic Moon, a time for healing. So this is really about really releasing and letting go. You're going through a period in which you don't actually need to physically do anything. You just need to be in a period in which you are restoring your energy. You're resting and recouping, which helps your body to heal, because when you sleep more, naturally your body has time to be able to replenish itself and restore itself. And if you've been too busy, or you've been too active, and you've been giving away too much of yourself to others and to other responsibilities and activities, it doesn't give you enough time for you to heal. So I feel like this is what's really important for you to do during the October month, is really spend some time on doing a lot of healing, reflecting and releasing in particular, because this is really what's going to help you to step into your new year, which will begin in late October, with a renewed sense of self, a renewed sense of purpose, and feeling a lot more energized and revitalized. I'm just going to pop that there. I'm going to pull some tarot messages. What are the most important messages for Scorpio placements for October? What are the most important messages for Scorpio placements during October? We've got the Knight of Wands. Wow, we've got the Strength card. We've got the Hermit card. This is absolutely beautiful. I love this. So at the base of the deck, we've got the Five of Wands. This is Saturn in the sign of Leo. There is a lot of conflict that you may be feeling around what direction to move into within your career. Yeah, there's a conflict that you're feeling. There's an inner conflict that you're feeling around what action you should take or what direction you should take within your career. The Sun in Capricorn is the Four of Pentacles, which talks about your 10th house of public persona and your career. So there may be a desire for you to step into a position of leadership here. There is a role around leadership. You may be confused around how to go about this, but I actually feel like you're supposed to be a guide, a leader, an authority on something. And I think it's going to be matters of the spirit with the Ace of Cups here. And I feel like from you following this divine life purpose, as stepping into your position as the High Priestess, is what's going to bring forward your abundance. This is going to bring you a lot of change. You're going to have to let go of a lot of the old ways of being or doing. The Tower card represents divine intervention. So this means that the universe is going to shift everything away so that you can really be in alignment with what's here for you. You may be feeling conflicted within your own head around what you want to do, but actually this is this timeline is really about you shifting into your heart's desire. Okay, we've got the Knight of Wands, the Strength card, and the Hermit. This is really about taking action towards what it is that you love and what you feel passionate about, and really spending time alone, formulating a structure or a plan around how you're going to execute what it is that you want to do at this time. I feel like this is also about you actually healing your heart, taking action towards healing your heart. It's almost like with this message, there's a final element of healing that needs to be completed, because Virgo rules health as well as work and routines. So there's a final amount of healing that needs to be completed for you to then move into your new year. So our 12th house, if you are a Scorpio rising, this is going to be particularly relevant. So for example, your 12th house as a Scorpio rising would be Libra, which means that all things 12th house is about acceptance and release. You may need to let go or release particular partnerships, contracts, or relationships. And you may need to heal what you're feeling around having to let these things go, because they actually serve as an obstruction to what you're here to do. So this is the time period that you're going through. It's coming to a point of acceptance, of letting go of anything that is not for your highest good. Some of you may be looking to change your routine around exercise. Some of you may be looking to change your routine around diet in order to have a lot more clarity, because your intuition is in your gut. And if you're eating particular things, particularly a lot of heavy animal products like red meat, chicken, loads of animal fats, this can also be, I wouldn't say it's disastrous, but it actually helps. It doesn't allow you to vibrate at highest level to be able to receive the messages. So there is a lifestyle change that needs to happen in order for you to step into this high priestess. So I feel like there's something that you need to release emotionally, but also you need to then make sure that whatever you're releasing, you create a practical strategy around how you're going to include that in your real term life. And your diet is also part and parcel of your work, and making sure that you look after your health, both physical health as well as mental health. So I feel like that is what's going on here as well. In order to have what you want, your health is going to be paramount in you becoming the high priestess in your life. The high priestess energy is also about somebody who becomes a leader, an authority figure, an elder, to guide others. So this could be within your close circle. This could be within your family lineage. But I'm seeing this more as a high priestess for all people within society, because your whole focus is being of service. Some of you may have prominent Virgo placements in your natal chart. Some of you may have prominent Leo placements in your natal chart. Some of you may have prominent Aries placements in your natal chart. You may want to look at booking a natal chart reading. I do offer them. Description box has all of the information in there. It may be that some of the planets that are sitting in these particular houses are actually tools that you can utilize to help propel yourself forward in what you're here to do. This is absolutely beautiful. I am going to pull some career and money messages from you from this career and money oracle. So I'm hearing focus on yourself, focus on your heart, focus on your desires, focus on your health. It's really a time for like introspection. And really deciphering the messages that are being communicated through to you. One more shuffle. Okay. See the messages for Scorpio placements for October. We have butterfly, so you're going for a transformation. Something within your career or your money is transforming at this time. Mask. Something is hidden. Ooh, we've got turtle. And we've got candle. Okay, let me have a look at the base of the deck. Base of the deck, we've got sword. If you have been feeling like your money is tight, or you're not able to spend as much money, one thing I will say is the 12th house is the house of hidden enemies, and it's also the house of undoing and self-sabotage. It's where we go to do our deepest level of healing, even deeper than the Scorpio house, which is the 8th house. You are going through a period of time in which you may need to be quite mindful about how you are spending your money, because with Libra ruling, Libra is ruled by Venus. Libra likes luxurious things. You may feel that you have more money than you actually have, but you're actually being called to make sure that you are looking after how you spend your money. You're saving your money. You're being more accountable. So you need to change the way in which you interact with money, or the way in which you spend money, and make sure that you are saving money. There could also be a situation that may occur in which an unexpected payment comes out of your account, but you will get this money back. But this is really about you taking a greater level of accountability over how you utilize what it is that you have. Maybe ensuring that you stick to a budget each month around how you spend your money, how you save your money, and how you invest your money. There may also be, with this turtle being here as well, you are actually coming into a time in which your money is actually beginning to increase. You're going to be coming into a time in which you're going to be able to get what it is that you want. Some of you may be applying for credit. Scorpio rules cash lump sums and other people's money. Some of you may be applying for credit. You will be approved. If you've been worried about your credit rating or your credit score, if you're applying for, like, I don't know, an overdraft or a loan or a credit card, you will receive that. But obviously be mindful of how you're using that money. Make sure that you have a plan for how you're using it, and also if you're borrowing, how you're replacing it. I do feel that you have been really focusing on how to make more money. Some of you may also get news around a promotion at work in which you are going to be promoted to a senior role. This does come with perks, and it does come with an increase in money. It might not be a lot of money, but it's enough money. So I do feel like that's going to be quite beneficial for you. And this is also going to be something that you can utilize towards investments that you may have. So your money is looking very good at the moment. Just be mindful of how you're spending your money throughout the month of October until certain things are finalized for you. Okay, I am going to see if there's any other messages for you. Just gonna give this a bit of a shuffle. Any other messages for Scorpio placements for October? Oh, Ten of Pentacles. I love that card. It's one of my favourite cards in the Minor Arcana. We've got the Nine of Swords. Four of Pentacles. King of Wands. Okay, and we've got at the base of the deck, we've got the Six of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles underneath. There seems to be a really big focus on money right now. You're going to be receiving it. You may be going through a period of time in which you're quite worried about your finances. You may be having a scarcity mindset, but I do feel with the Ten of Pentacles preceding the Nine of Pentacles, you're coming to an end of a time in which you don't have enough, or that you have limited resources. The Ten of Pentacles is talking about the fact that you're actually at a point where you're going to be building generational wealth. You're going to be receiving some sort of good news around a cash lump sum. I feel like this money is actually money that for some of you is inherited. This could be through a family member. This could also be a payout. So it could be, for example, if you have money invested in a business, a stock market or whatever, you may be receiving a cash lump sum payment that you can access for your investment. So I feel like you're getting a return on your investment. For those of you that have a home, it might be that the valuation of your property at the moment has exceeded what you may have paid for it. You're going through a period of time in which the money is actually now starting to grow. So you may have gained equity within a home. Others of you, it may be that you've received news of a loved one that may have passed on and transitioned, but they have left something for you in the form of an inheritance. So this could be on your, with the Ten of Pentacles, this could be on your, and the Four of Pentacles being here, this could be on your paternal side of family. So you could be, unfortunately, receiving the news of a loss of somebody on your family, but they've left you something with the Four of Pentacles. You're also being advised at this time to save your money. Make sure that you are investing your money with the Four of Pentacles being here in order to create more stability and security for yourself financially. This could be in a high interest savings account, in stocks and shares, in a cash ISA. or in a home. For some of you, it may be that you're wanting to either make modifications to your home to increase the value or to buy a new home. Whatever it happens to be, make sure that you have a plan for how you're going to utilize your money. With the King of Wands, this is really about you stepping into a period of time in which you are taking leadership, authority and control over your assets, how your assets are utilized and how they're managed. And this is also talking about how your creative energy and your go-getting energy can lead to more abundance. Okay, I've already pulled career and money messages for you. I'm now going to talk about self-care messages, but before I do, I forgot to mention the base of the deck. You've got this Six of Pentacles, which is the moon in Taurus. The moon in Taurus is an exalted placement within astrology, and it basically means that your emotional state is directly connected to the manifestation of abundance that you have. It's really important at this time to keep your vibration high, keep your thoughts and your intentions focused on what it is that you want rather than what you don't want. Okay, we're moving on to your self-care messages to close out your reading. What are the messages of self-care for Scorpio placements for the month of October, please? We've got read, we've got energy work. I'm going to pull another card. And we've got sync with the moon. Base of the deck, we've got movement. You may benefit from doing physical activity or exercise right now to expel any sort of stagnant energy that might be in your body. You may benefit through meditation, yoga, walking, running, any type of things that are going to help to move the body. It could be low intensity or high intensity workouts. Some of you may even benefit from like a dance class, because that will also not only give you the endorphins that you need and be fun, but at the same time help you to work the muscles that haven't been worked in a long time, because I feel like there's a build-up of stagnant energy that needs to be expelled at this time. Also, make sure that alongside any sort of physical practices of exercise that you complement that with the sort of nutritional requirements that you may have. So you've been doing a lot of exercise around your muscles, eating more protein in your diet. Okay, so we have read here. This is a time in which you are being encouraged to read. Read about the things that interest you. Read about the things that inspire you. Read about the things that spark your imagination or your creativity, something that brings you into a childlike energy to allow you to manifest from that energy. Reading can also be informative, so it might be that you may be looking at particular parts of your for example, your birth chart. You might want to get a reading into your birth chart so that you can understand more around what it is that you may have had to face during your life, and what are the repetitive cycles that might need to change. So reading, so do some reading. Energy work is here. I do feel some of you may benefit from meditation, doing some form of yoga or Reiki may benefit you at this time. You may also benefit from crystal healing, because the crystal healing can help to align your chakras, especially if there's any chakras that may be blocked at this particular time. How you know, excuse me, how you will know that your chakras are blocked is based on what's happening in your physical reality. For example, if you feel that you're not in a creative space, then your sacral chakra, which is this chakra here might be the one that you need to get a crystal for and place over that chakra to help realign that chakra so it's working at optimum levels so that you can feel more creative in what you're doing. If you're feeling like low confidence levels, then it would be your solar plexus chakra that you would need to get a crystal on. Maybe a yellow crystal, something like citrine would be really, really good for that, or even yellow sunstone would be good to help you to rebuild self-esteem and confidence. So you may benefit from that. And the last card that we've got is Sync with the Moon. So this is not something that you actively need to do. I feel like as you're becoming more intuitive, the moon represents our intuition within astrology. The moon also represents our psychic ability and our subconscious mind. As you are awakening your subconscious, your sort of self-awareness and your subconscious program is becoming a lot more heightened. Your psychic senses are becoming more heightened. So you are naturally starting to sync with the moon. And what you will find is as you naturally start to sync with the moon, the sign of the house or the sign that the moon is in is going to determine the types of things that you do around that time period. So you may benefit from actually getting a lunar calendar. You can download one from like any website online, and this will actually help you to understand what you need to do around these particular cycles, because this will also help to bring your manifestations in. Remember, the new moon is where you set goals, you set intentions, and you start to begin to take action towards what you want to create. The full moons are all about releasing and letting go. I am going to stop there. I wish you nothing but health, success, abundance, and prosperity for October. I will see you again very soon, Scorpio, in your next reading. Take care and have a great month. Bye.